should be live. First time in a long time. We're gonna keep an eye on. Yeah, this is I'm live. Make sure you've got like your phone volume down and everything, because the mic will pick it all up.
I have a headphone on, so it's not gonna
Oh yeah, you're good
play
then.
out.
What am I doing? That's what I was doing. This is my like stream monitor to
Yeah.
make sure it's actually going if it wants to play nice. And the Discord announcement worked. Woo! That's a lot more successes than anticipated. Except that's not moving at all, but that might just be my tablet being.
It didn't notify me. It usually notifies me.
I don't think my tablet's gonna work today. We're just gonna go with the phone.
Okay, for your monitor.
Yeah. I gotta figure out the tablet. It doesn't like acting as a Twitch monitor.
I just feel like those tablets aren't the
Well, I've never logged
most
into Twitch on my phone.
capable.
Uh-huh.
Like they're great tablets. They're very basic, so they don't have the most capacity when it comes to things like that.
Yeah, it's just kind of like what I expected.
Yeah.
It also could very easily be a matter of like Twitch settings too. Because I've had it too where like there might be a setting that says, "Hello, Ma! How you doing? How's my sound?" Ooh, got lots of red and angry at me. My sound good? We're using the professional mic that I actually have had this entire time, but I've never used. Good and good. Awesome. Okay. Just told me that we had suspicious activity because I logged in on a new device.
That's the most frustrating
Twitch is
part of
bringing the
upping your
hammer
phone.
down. Yeah, I know. I gotta log into everything else and it panics. Good. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Ooh, we're gonna stop that feedback loop right now. Okay. I got my drink like right behind the mic, so hopefully it's not too noisy. But why are you sending me Discords?
Sorry, that's for later.
Okay.
Otherwise, I go through my photos and I find stuff I forgot to send.
Yeah, I know. I'm assuming it's a meme, but
Yeah, look at it later. It's fine. Anyway, I was just trying to see if I can get my Discord to like pop up with the stream announcement, but it didn't.
Did you mute the stream channel?
I have some. Like one of them alerted me today.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll go through settings later.
Anyway, did you catch the last time we streamed Mud Moth?
Like years ago.
It wasn't years ago, but it was a while ago.
Yes, it was. It was still.
Years ago. It was when we were in the place that shall not be named.
Oh, I thought it was still in Utah.
No, you're not sure.
I swear
It's
you
in
did.
Texas.
I swear you
We
did not.
streamed it once
In Utah.
not in maybe in Utah
I
maybe.
swear we did.
The last time we streamed Mud, I think we've done it twice, but the last time we streamed it was in the place that shall not be named.
Yeah. Okay.
Which I think we're on the same page when I say that place.
Yeah. Should I make
Okay.
your character too?
Yeah.
I mean, you're
if you
streaming
want
yours,
to, I'm
but-
streaming mine, but
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can use.
Nope, this one.
No, not that, because then that breaks everything. I want. No, not to do that. I want to do this. Oh, there we go.
I was like, oh, I should get my mouse right.
Aha!
But I don't need a mouse on that.
There we go. I can use
Oh,
Stream
that
Manager.
for chat. That's
Yep.
cool.
Use that. Well, yeah. Just realized every time I drop something, it's gonna be really loud now because I'm on the other mic. They can also hear me clicking. But I personally like the clicking, so.
Well, once you get going with Mud, you're not gonna.
Oh yeah, it's true. Mud's all text-based. So Mud, so for context, sorry, I got like really distracted there. Discworld Mud in particular is a multi-user dungeon. That's what it stands for. It's basically an old text-based game based on Discworld, but this is technically an MMO, which is why it's a Mud. So, yep. Okay, we're gonna be lots of just reading. Is really what this is, reading and chatting. LP Mud version blah blah blah. Oh wow, they updated Twitch Mobile. I can see how long you've been streaming. Oh, that's cool. I do have a command for that too, uptime. But yeah. Silently, slowly, and surely, great Atuine paddles through space, its great eyes surveying the dark, empty waste before and behind it. Standing on Atuine's great back are four enormous elephants, straining under the colossal weight of the Discworld itself. It sparkles with magic, reflects the light of the stars, and generally fails to be as unobtrusive as possible. Oh! A large floppy black hat recedes in the distance, somehow looking satisfied with what is left behind. You noticed it because it said 420. Nice, Ma. I just realized that... What? Why are you popped out? No, you get back in there. No, I don't know why you're... Okay, it's back. I just realized I wasn't actually capturing the game, which is kind of important. There you go. Now y'all can see mud. This is the mud.
But Taylor's has the
Mine
also has the map.
but I'm running it through what's called Mush Client, which is like a mud, like it's a program designed to run muds.
Yeah, see, like on mine, I just have the map pulled up in another tab. There's a website that does run the map.
Yeah, basically you can run this on any web browser that can run Java.
I've played it on my
or
phone.
JavaScripts. So you can play it on phones, whatever. Yeah, I've seen it before like this. But yeah, this one, I'm running it with a bunch of plugins that come default with this particular download. I don't know necessarily a lot about them, but like it's got a map, so you can kind of keep track of better things, and like health bars and everything. Anyway, I don't have a character's name, so we're gonna have to do a new character. I just got disconnected.
Too. Yeah, if you refresh your page, if you don't do it, mine just did that.
How do I refresh? I don't know. I got fancy things.
I don't know.
If I type in
my launch
and attempt to reconnect, yes. Okay, we reconnected. Hitting something does. Yeah, we've streamed this a couple times in the past at least. But my character's long since been deleted.
Closed it again.
And she wanted to do it again. It oddly does the best on Discworld. It disconnected me again.
Yeah, you have to like keep going.
Okay. Well, we're gonna just focus on this for just a second while I get this all figured out.
Mine keeps doing that too.
We might be having server issues. Oh. New move chosen. Yes. Can we see it? You can see it. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, hello! Hello, Ram, with the sub! Oh no, the number 13. God, disconnected me again.
Yeah, mine too.
Okay. We're going to try to create a character fast enough that...
No, mine did it really fast this time, so I don't think it's like a wait thing. Is it like our Wi-Fi?
I don't think it'd be our Wi-Fi. It could be their server. Hello, Ram. Thank you for the sub, Ram. I think is this one of the other subs from forever ago, or is this just is this a new one? It doesn't tell me, but I do appreciate it either way. And that just closed. You bought them in bulk, okay? Oh, I gotta wait. It's making me wait. I'm gonna put the screen back on now. We're doing the boring character thing.
I'm going to I'm changing which Wi-Fi I'm on. I'm changing to
Costco is dangerous.
That's why I don't have a Costco
What'd you
membership.
do, Ram? Okay. All right. You've never logged in before. It's your responsibility to tutor the rules. I do remember the rules. I have logged in before, but... Okay.
Really struggling with Wi-Fi.
Okay. As you swim into existence, floating in space, you see great Atuin, the star turtle. He, or as the case may be, she, paddles slowly through the cosmos with 4 giant elephants standing on his or her shell. On their backs, the disk of the world revolves, glittering under the light of its sun. On the Discworld, you see a giant landmasses, mountain ranges, ocean, forests, and even cities. And at the rim, an endless waterfall flows into space, creating a stunning rainbow of colors. You begin to notice that the world is steadily getting bigger, or are you moving towards it? You are falling at high speeds towards a small village. A large pile of pumpkins directly below you that should break your fall. Squelch, you pass out. Farmer says, I dragged you here to keep you safe, friend. Welcome to Pumpkin Town. You regain conscious. A swift glance around the cozy hut reveals a small cot and open window, looking out over a welcoming village. A very large and informative sign has been hung on the wall. Type read sign to read it. When you are done here and have read the help file, you can start the introduction by typing south. There are 2 obvious exits south and climb through window. Large anything on the wall. Okay.
I found the problem.
QP Mail is great. What is the problem?
You can't log in from 2 computers on the same Wi-Fi.
Oh, so whenever you type something, it logs me out?
And vice versa. That's what the problem was.
Oh.
Wait, I have an idea. I'm going to...
Connect via 4G?
Yes.
That's a brilliant option. Quackow's Cowbar Welcome Wagon. Welcome new characters to Discworld. A user of Quaw's Cowbar plugin, you should do some things. Oh, that's probably a plugin that I have. I'll figure out all my plugins and everything later. At some point, we're just starting to roll with it. You buy stuff in bulk. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Getting caught up in chat there. Constantly puts it sells Kewpie mayo, which is the only mayo you eat. I've heard it's phenomenal, but I've never tasted Kewpie mayo. We usually get, what's it, Hyman's? Best food. It's Hyman's or Best Food, depending on where you live.
Yeah. You want it, yeah.
I know that, yeah. That's the... I know, Taylor, you talked about the mayo last time we went to the store. And we didn't buy... They didn't have it there for what it's worth.
Yeah, but...
Okay. We're doing a little bit of shenanigans because I just realized that chat wasn't... It was cutting it short. I generally avoid mayo, although I will substitute an egg white sauce. I failed to see the difference, but I will nod. Let's see if I can... I'm trying to get this to... Okay, that seems to be good. My screen is not the same size as the cast screen thing. Oh, we got a little flagged here, first time chat. I want to offer the promotion for your channel. Viewers, followers, views, chat bots, and the price lower than any competitor. The quality is congratulations, Mocking Tech. You've got yourself a ban. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, thank you, Moth. You beat me to the ban. One is bought in mostly egg form, the other comes from a jar. That's fair.
That times you out, so you have to...
Oh, yeah, it makes you wait. For those of you who missed it, it pops the rules, terms, and conditions on, and then waits 30 seconds before it gives you a option to do it. Are you just saying, do you make your own aioli, Ram? Is that what you do? You don't make mayo, you only do aioli sauces.
You know, it might help, actually.
I'm indifferent towards mayo. Anyway, we gotta start this off with a bang called Climb Through Window. Whoa. I am going to change my font because this is a little bit too big for said screen size. 1 second. Oh, whoa. Is this still legible for y'all? It just plays a little bit nicer at this size on my screen. It's of course rather pretentious if I do say so myself. Love you, Ram. So climb through window. You stand up. You are now in the village square of Pumpkin Town, the newbie area of Discworld Mud. To go out of the newbie area into the real Discworld, just go west. you want a bit of more preparation, buy weapons, train combat, and some startup skills, and perhaps learn more, you can explore the village. For more information, read the guide you were given. Look guide will hint to how to. If you want to go back to the introduction, take the Enter Hut exit here. The land is lit up by an eerie light of the wandering crescent moon. While the rest of the square is rather busy, the southwest corner seems to be made to relax and contemplate things. A large statue of a running man dominates the area, and a few simple wooden benches provide a place for tired villagers to relax. It is a chilly Secundus autumn's night, with almost no wind and many puffy clouds. There are 5 obvious exits: east, north, west, south, and Enter Hut. A pumpkin lantern is dangling from the post. Anyway. Quaz Kyle Barn. I'm assuming this is a plugin unable to detect AC map from the mud. If your AC2 map window continues not to work purportedly, then you can try your term might need resetting and options up and down on top. You should also consider doing options up and blah, 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 blah. As you possibly consider the world around you, decide you really do live in interesting times. Very fair put there. I'm apologizing for any of this text you're going to see right here. That's plugins that I haven't figured out yet that came default on Mush client.
Mush is weird.
Yeah, Mush is weird, but it does have certain things that are nice, like HP, whatever. I think it's experience with the B, all this stuff. Like having access to that readily viewable is great. It's also somehow got a chat feature. Who knows how this works? Someone does, but it's not me. Okay. Anyway, we're going to be exploring around. I know we've done this before on stream, but it has been a long time for me, so we are just going to kind of, I guess, explore, figure out what's what, as it were. Feel free to ask inputs into what we're doing. It's kind of a chatty stream as well. Kind of the point of playing these games is we can just chat. Anyway, let me know how the new mic is, if it's too clicky, too anything like that as well. I say new mic, it's an old mic, but still. I want to access the tools, but it's not letting me access the tools. There's my tools. Okay.
Finally.
How are you doing, Ram? I don't know if I asked that. Outside of bulk buying yourself into oblivion, a rather young man panics at the sight of the square and quickly crawls back through the window of the hut. Did you go back through the window of the hut? Oh no, you're not a rather young man. I don't know. This is a mud. Technically, there's people around us. I don't know how that interacts with the text chat or not, but it should be there. Okay, I want to look at the guide because I forgot most of the commands. Look, guide. I am really good at spelling. This is a friendly looking guide to Pumpkin Town. It could probably help you decide what to see and do before going out into the world. Why not open it and read it? It appears to have something written on it. It is closed. Hint. To open the guide, open guide. To read the page you are on, read guide. Turn the next page, use turn page of guide. Well, in that case, let's open the guide. You open the guide. You open the Pumpkin Town Visitor's Guide to page 1. What? Oh, I gotta use spaces. What a good mud. Hey, Gray, how you doing? Hey, oh, A, what a good mud, not E. That makes more sense. You are in Pumpkin Town, the newbie area of Discworld Mud. Pumpkin Town is a small village where you can learn some basic things about playing. As you've already been through the most essential topics in the introduction, the rest of the area will be a little less hand-holding and have some more text that is not crucial knowledge. You should have been given a map when leaving the introduction area. Use Look Map to see an Ask To overview of the town. This is not the end of the guide. The next page has some advice on the best places to visit. Use Turn Page of Guide and Read Guide to see it. Did you notice you were given a map? To view maps, use Look Map for I'm just going to say Ask To representation or Read Map for written description. Anyway. Hello, doing good. Good to see you in yeah. Hello, howdy. Okay, we're all getting hellos. Doing well, and I'm glad to hear you're doing well. You know who Gray is. Yeah, you know who
Obvious.
Gray is. That was a dumb question
Duh.
in hindsight.
Okay.
Hmm. Okay. I am curious.
Looking
Look map.
to
Ooh.
look.
This map gives an overview of Pumpkin Town. Topics you could learn. It shows town square, play, travel agency where you leave the newbie area, which is fair. I can kind of. This is. I mean, to be fair, I already have this on my screen. Hello, Wee Fei. You look very clean for playing a game called Mud. When's the wrestling start? I'm certain that there's wrestling somewhere in this, to be honest.
Yeah, probably an ink pork.
Almost certainly an Inkmore pork.
Hmm.
Um, there's the map. For what it's worth, I can try to
You
read
have
map.
like Pumpkin Town map.
Huh?
You have a map of Pumpkin Town.
I do have a map. There's a description of the map. I'm not going to read through those immediately. I'm going to kind of skim through them. I'm mostly going to try to stick to reading text, just for the sake of my vocal cords. Wee Fei and Gray wrestling. That would be interesting. Now I'm trying to think. Did I ever drag you into wrestling, Wee Fei? Is this something I dragged you into doing?
What?
I dragged him into playing football. I don't know if I ever dragged him into wrestling though.
It was kind of before high school.
It was junior high days. Yes, my brother. I look forward to it. Oh. I'm assuming this message for Gray. Oop-a-doop. But we dress up as Ninja Turtles and go volunteer at local pig farms. Pigs are vicious. That's a dangerous game. I need to turn page of guide. Turn one page of the Pumpkin Town's visitor guide. Is it look guide? It's a friend looking guide. It's open to. Oh, I gotta type read guide. Read guide. Most dangerous game, man. My friend, you clearly never tried to repen a pig. Very fair. Written in neatly printed characters. Essentials. You can learn a lot in Pumpkin Town, but you are not expected to go through everything. You can do so if you want to, and if you're in no hurry, it may be a good idea. But you can also go into the real game and learn these things as you play. Even if you choose not to visit everything, it is very wise to go to the following places. 1. The shops at the northeast side of the square. Here you can buy some items. Don't forget to go upstairs, parentheses up, where weapons and armor are sold. The combat training room. Here you can get some basic fighting skills and learn how combat works. 3. Guilds Grove and the surrounding rooms. Here you can learn about all the Discworld guilds and do little tasks to gain extra skills. You can change your alignment in the Priest Temple. To leave Pumpkin Town and go into the real game, go to the travel agency, west of the southwest corner of the courtyard. There's another page.
There we go.
Okay,
You can't capitalize direction.
I followed you to wrestling in junior high, but I also did it as an even younger youth. Okay. So I didn't drag you into it initially, but I did re-drag you into it in high school. Would be a more apt summary. Bum 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 ba-dum. I need to turn page of guide. This brings me a lot of joy. I'm gonna be entirely honest, just typing. Like it's just like fun. It's like simple when you've done a lot of things. Anyway, conclusion. Whether you like to explore and learn everything before braving the big wide world or just want to start with essentials, Pumpkin Town should be able to cater to your needs. Please feel free to check your map and visit whatever topics appeal to you, or just walk around and do things as you meet them. Leave whenever you feel it's time. We hope you have a pleasant time in our town and wish you a good life on the Discworld. Pumpkin Town Tourist Committee. There we go. We'll look in the room that I'm in. We've already looked into this area. Okay. I wonder if it's a large statue of a running man dominates the area. I wonder if it's a Rincewind reference.
I could see it.
Mm-hmm. How much? I mean, as the person who knows the least about Discworld out of those who knows about Discworld here, um,
Gotten a lot this week.
I've gotten a lot this week. Yeah, that's true. First off, Maurice and His Educated Rodents.
You have to see it.
It is a good movie. I do
So good.
recommend it. Did not let down, in my opinion.
It's like it feels true to the book even when it deviates away from the book.
Yeah, a good adaptation. Um, yes, that's how I'd put it. It's a good adaptation. What else was I gonna say? There was a thought. It's gone.
No,
Oh, is Pumpkin Town canonical in any way?
I don't think so.
No reference to Pumpkin Town.
I don't think so. I'd have to dig out the map.
I mean, to be fair, we do have a map we could dig out. Your attention is drawn to the statue. You're certainly just trying to move. Can I look at the statue? Let's try to move. Oh, it is. Somehow the artist has managed to capture the essence of swift motion and still life. Resting, well, sort of, on a stone plinth, the statue's robes seem to flap wildly, without hampering a rapid treat. He is wearing a frayed hat with the word wizard embroidered on it shakily. That is Rincewind. If you ever see someone wearing a wizard hat with two Z's, that's Rincewind.
Yep.
The greatest wizard of all time.
I love it.
Okay. Can I see? Look, wizard. I wonder if that does anything. It does do something. Rincewind, for it is he, is to wizardry what a fish to mountaineering. Out of his depth. He does, however, possess a number of somewhat lucky characteristics, particularly in the running away department. I'm so glad I had a little reward for looking at wizard.
The wit in the text makes it so great.
In the distance, you see a mime artist pretending to be trapped inside a glass box. A small child runs screaming to their mother.
Yeah. Let's see. I think my favorite. I think you can have. Sometimes I can't. I think it's from here. You can get a pumpkin follow you.
It's a cabbage.
No, the cabbage.
It's a cabbage.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Okay, what direction do we want to go? Do we do combat in the morgue? Oh, yeah, that's the hut. Out, climb window. Okay.
I hate how you
That
can't
makes sense.
have anything capitalized.
So we got north,
Oh.
east, north, west, south, and hut. So west takes me out, east, north, south. I feel like I should be able to go, according to this, I should be able to go northeast. True. But let's work, let's go south and work around in kind of a circle. I think that's going to be the most peak efficacy. Ooh. You open the south door. Little more than an old shed, the combat crib stinks of horse manure and dead grass. A small trap door can be seen beneath the loose hay on the ground. Stains of what look to be very old, crusty spots of blood lining the exit lead downwards. It seems this room is often used to settle disputes. There are two obvious exits, north and down. You close the north door. A farmer hangs up a pumpkin to dry. You can train your combat skills here. To do this, use attack pumpkin. Nice. I'm going to look first. This is like standard 101 for any text-based thing. Look. Little more than an old shed, the combat crib stinks of house manure. Okay, small trapdoor. So it looks like it auto looks when you walk into an area.
Okay, where are you?
I'm in the combat shed.
Okay.
Are you heading into the combat shed?
Yeah.
I do not know if it interacts.
I think we could be on the same chat. Yeah.
Oh, Faevorion open. Oh, yeah, it does have. I can see you.
Yeah.
You prepare to attack the pumpkin. Faevorion opens the north door right as I start attacking the pumpkin. As you dodge the pumpkin, you can feel you have learned something. The pumpkin swings towards you, but you feel The manages dodge. You punch the pumpkin, but defies what's happening. Too much is happening.
Oh my goodness.
So much is happening. The pumpkin swings towards you and hits you squarely in the face. The pumpkin swings towards you squarely in the chest. You feel better dodging things. You feel better at dodging things. Is it just, how do I you victoriously okay. You tickle the pumpkin in the bottom. You jab the pumpkin in the side. There is so much pumpkin-based violence going on, and I don't know how to stop it.
Leave.
Leave?
North or down?
And you can see still
To the
fighting.
morgue.
I just gonna guess I'm gonna beat the pumpkin for a bit. Take a sip of my lemonade while I just wall up on a pumpkin.
Wow.
Would
Jabbed it in the flesh.
Would you like a chance to stop?
Stop fighting, yeah.
Fight. Okay. Stop fight worked. Stopping fight, please wait. The pumpkin swings towards you, but you see it in time, manage to dodge it. You stop fighting the pumpkin. When you continue fighting, you can attack the pumpkin some more. It's wise to go on until the hints start repeating themselves. And you can have about 3 levels of the skills you're training. However, it is pointless to keep fighting here forever. Much still have something to be area to. Okay. Hint to see the health. Okay. It was just going so quick. Like there were so many hints coming through.
I do like your color coding on there.
Yes, be mush. What are you using mush?
No, mine's just all white text.
All white and text, yeah. Well, so my color coding has like a lot of these are tracking my stats for me.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is why I think it's part of the reason why I got so for. I thought it was consider pumpkin. However, consider may be inaccurate. Good to know. You can see type skills fighting and overview of all sufficiently high skills can be seen by just typing skills. To health of other people in the room, use health command for health. Wounded all will show you the health of all wounded people in the room. How damaged pumpkin is. Okay. So we type health pumpkin. Pumpkin is in good shape. Oh, that's cool. Faevorion studies a pumpkin. Is it an interesting pumpkin?
Well, I did the same command as you.
Consider pumpkin?
No.
I said health pumpkin.
Yeah, I got that one too.
You are in good shape. Proud of myself for that one. Okay. Hey.
Can I attack you? I don't think that would go well.
Faevorion is slightly weaker. You were slightly weaker than me. Because I was punching the pumpkin for a bit.
I'm gonna attack the pumpkin.
I love this game. Skill combat? Ooh. While elsewhere in this attacking someone fighting is quite rude, the pumpkin can have it. It wants me to join you. We will take on the pumpkin lord together. Okay. If you want to stop combat, leave the room and type stop. This does not mean that your opponent will stop attacking you if you walk in again, or he walks in. That's fair. So yeah, we're just going to wall up on a pumpkin here for a second while I try to see skills. Okay. All my skills are garbage. Oh, okay. Unarmed. 2 out of 10, I'm assuming is what that means. Strike 526. Maybe experience.
What was the code to stop fighting it?
Just stop. Congratulations, this is where your opponent would have died. Normally when this happens, you should bury the corpse once you are done with it. Apart from paying respect to your foes, this keeps the world clean and gives you some extra XP. Well, there you go.
Oh, the pumpkin made me leave.
The farmer wanders in. The farmer exclaims, looks good for soup now. Farmer drags the pumpkin out. The farmer hangs up a new pumpkin and wanders off. There we go. We helped make pumpkin soup. Achievement of the day. Um, are you in here?
I went
You went
up
somewhere?
one.
Dang, I'm gonna go down anyway, so you're gonna have to find me.
Oh, like I think the pumpkin kicked me out.
Mm. Coldness seeps slowly from the dank walls in this dark underground room. Tall shelves line the walls, leaving barely enough room for the long slab of a table and the quite obviously dead warrior lying upon it. A few steps lead up to the stained and worn trap door, when a strange note is hanging up from the shelf. There's no one of X. An ominous sign is set in the wall above a very large and intimidating black button. The corpse of a warrior is lying on the table. Look, corpse. Looks at the ugly gash on his fellow's neck. He probably didn't duck fast enough. The pumpkin can take him out. Loot corpse. What? Steal corpse. Search corpse. Start to search around. Searching to find something. A grunt quickly followed by a loud thud from upstairs. Are you fighting the pumpkin again?
No,
Okay.
I'm up by the statue.
You're by the statue?
Yeah.
Fight corpse. Did not appreciate that one. Consider corpse. Health corpse. Eat corpse. I don't know. You cannot eat the corpse of a warrior. That one actually had a response. Here we go.
I'm sure that they have that put in for multiple. Because people try to eat stuff.
Yeah, I mean, eat is a good command. We'll head back upstairs. You said you're by the statue?
Yeah, I'm not sure where I want to head next.
Faevorion is standing
I'm
here.
wondering if I want to join a guild.
I mean, this would be the place to do it.
I know.
Fight Faevorion. I'm just curious.
If you don't join a guild here, then you have to hunt the
It doesn't
guild.
let me just fight you.
Yeah, nothing. It's probably because you're in the newbie area.
There's probably like a certain point in which like PvP is allowed. But yeah. I am going east. It is the night, and the waning crescent moon is hidden by the clouds. The southeast side of the square is easily the most entertaining. All sorts of people are standing around, most of them taking turns, contouring their faces expressively, gesticulating wildly, or physically interacting with the others gathered here. It's a remarkably emotional, expressive bunch, in general. It is a chilly kind of sight that almost no way in the cover. There are 4 obvious exits: west, north, southeast, and south. Johnny Be Good is bopping to the beat. That's a clever name.
Mm-hmm.
Pumpkin lantern is dangling from a post and stands found on the ground. Johnny Be Good asks, "So, do you want to know more about souls, man?" 1/4 quart of water flows into the sandstorm fountain. Johnny Be Good says, "Here's souls commands let you express how you are feeling. Variant arrives from the rest." Johnny Be Good says, "There are lots of such commands on the disc. I like to bop. Why don't you try bopping with me?" So do you want to bop to know? So do you want to know more about Souls Man? To bop with Johnny, type bop. Well, we will bop. You bop to the beat. Johnny Good says, "Here, soul commands that you express how you are feeling." Leaves north. I'm gonna ask them. Okay, so he's repeating himself. That's just information about the guild. Smile at Johnny. We got standard emote options. I learned how to smile. What did you do? I learned how to smile and she's off. I learned how to smile.
Oh, yeah.
Wave at Johnny. not let me use health, Johnny. Or is me considered Johnny? Or have they protected Johnny? They have protected Johnny. That's fine. We're gonna. What do I got south of me? Hospital and a workshop. Here, let's check out south. Oh. Usually, a house of healing is serene and spotless, possibly with soft music floating gently across the room. Not here. The room may once have been clean, but is now covered in blood. There are some blood-spattered cots and sticky operating table. A few dismembered limbs are lying around the place, too, although someone seems to have tried to pile them up in the corners. There are two obvious exits, north and up. Nurse Vicky is standing at the ready to assist the injured. Goes, "Oh, Tadafi, good to have you around. Could use some help here before I end up losing one of these people. Would you be willing to help me out? In exchange, I can teach you all you need to know about the healing arts." Yes. We will enter. Oh, I gotta say yes. George stumbles in, moaning about a very painful left arm. George lies on one of the operating tables. The doctor hacks off a warrior's arm. Blood spurts everywhere, cascading in the ruptured arteries. "Oh, I'm glad you said yes, Tadafi. The patient just came through the door." "Looks like it's George. He lives just around the corner. We may have to be quick, Tadafi. The boy has damaged his left arm by completely underestimating an opponent." Inspector ponders. "Right, a few bandages should do it. I'll do the main work, but when I ask you help, I need you to respond immediately, okay?" Versus takes his lightweight black linen shirt from a white backpack. I say, okay. Right, this is what we're going to do. I have a shirt here that I picked up earlier. I will dress George's wounds. In the meantime, I need you to tear that shirt up to bandages. Be quick, Tadafi. This boy's left arm may depend on your speed. Tear shirt. Oh. 4 strips of cloth. Just tear the shirt and then give the bandages to me. Give bandages to Vicky. Okay. Oh, thank you very much. That should be perfect. You give the 4 black strips of black cloth to Nurse Vicky. Nurse Vicky bandages George's wounds. Phew, looking much better. I was worried there for a moment. Thanks a lot, Tadafi. Right, now you can go home, George, and please do be more careful next time. There's other bandages somewhere else. I think if you'd like to say, tell me more about healing, please. I would like to know more about healing. A large stuff appearing cries for his mother. I like how they specify that you need to ask, please. You get quite a few people in here who get hurt in some way or another. Well, it's really their own fault for fighting all the time, if you ask me. It's not my place to judge them, I'm sure. Anyway, about health. Your hit points give indication of how hurt you are. If you have your maximum number of hit points, you're completely healthy, the way I like to see it. There are various ways to get healed. Witches can brew healing tea, priests can get curing rituals. You can also learn to bandage, but that takes quite some skill. You can also get the blue water from the gods if you know where to find it, or learn to use wands, but most people don't bother with that. You can always just wait for your hit points to regenerate. They tend to do automatically if you wait long enough. Until you get used to it quite soon. Okay. Well, that seems to be what we need to know about healing. There is an up, so we are going to go up. Contrary to what one may expect to find, the workshop is quite lacking in even the most basics of tools. Not a single workbench in sight. Beneath a large plate glass window sits a drawing table, while the walls are lined with filing cabinets. A small potent plant sits on the table, adding a touch of color to the room. A lamenting craftsman is lamenting the lack of a proper workshop. The lamenting craftsman says, "Ah, welcome to Daffod. If there's anything you'd like to know about crafting or the skills involved, feel free to ask. Haven't got anything else to do, unfortunately." The lamenting craftsman looks dejected. I'm curious. Can I cheat and just copy paste? I absolutely can. And you gotta hear some quickies before I do that. The field of crafts is so large I could spend all day talking about it. To start, you can use the crafts to fix up your equipment. If you have some smithing skills, for instance, you can fix weapons or other metal items if you can find the right smithy. And with some skills in carpentry, you can even repair wooden things in a wood workshop. If you have some knowledge of materials, you can mend or leatherwork clothes using suitable needle and thread. But creating new things is even more beautiful. Smithing can be an honest trade for a common craftsman, but also a true calling for a great artisan. Perhaps rivaled by the carpenter, who starting out from mediocre beginnings can grow into a great artist. And I certainly should not forget pottery, often dismissed, but is worth the art in of itself. But the field of husbandry, whether animal or plant, also deserves mention. After all, without this knowledge, we would be without the culinary arts, or the skill of mining, whose secrets are known to few. Let us not forget the noble hunter, fearlessly braving the perils of the wild in pursuit of his prey, though some would have said it's nothing more worthy than the pure arts. I know all of these things, yes, and I can do nothing with my knowledge. Yet I can do nothing with my knowledge. And as each sees, this is one of those things where I really don't want to sit through asking this guy about every single different field of crafting. So we will figure out crafting when I want to get into it. I'm certain that there's people who can teach me about it, or Wikipedia's to read. Until then, I'm going to go down, and I'm going to go north. And we will bop. Maybe not. Where are you?
In the combat room again.
You went back to punch pumpkins some more?
Yeah.
How's it going for you?
About to start.
Need some help punching a pumpkin?
No, I got a dagger.
You got a dagger?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, you cheating. I'm gonna go southeast. We're gonna join a guild.
Oh, it's still unarmed combat.
Mm. You'd have to equip your dagger first?
Maybe.
I know, like, you have to, like... There was a whole walkthrough tutorial I remember in the shop. By the way, is anyone still lurking around? Y'all have been quiet. I don't know if you're just mesmerized by the text or just doing other things. Because it says I'm not alone. But just figured I'd say how y'all doing. What your thoughts are. Any requests for what you want me to do? Etc., etc. What is this? You're listening? Oh, thank you for listening. I discovered something here. I don't know what this is. I'm lurking, just trying to figure out what I'm gonna feed my body. Aren't we in the same time down to Wii Fei? I don't know if that made any sense. Because it'd be 10 o'clock. And I mean, I'm not one to talk because I'm awake here. But like, if you're eating dinner, it's a bit late for dinner. Yep. Okay. Well, I recommend light things for late night
People
snacks.
can eat dinner whenever they want to, Taylor.
Yeah, but as someone who has stomach issues, I recommend light dinner. In other words, eat whatever the heck you want. Fried food's great at this time of the night. Just saying. Ice cream's also good. What else is good? And no, my late night snacks are usually protein. My late night snacks are usually no. I've royally fudged up my sleep schedule, so this is breakfast. Oh, even better. In that case, with best breakfast sandwich. This is for everyone here, and I'm eyeing some pork chops, Gray. Not a great breakfast food, but I respect the ambition. But hear me out. This take a little bit of work. But what you want to do, you want to get yourself 2 slices of bread, and you're gonna want to pop them bad boys in the toaster. And while they toasting, You're going to want to fry yourself up an egg or two. However you like them. Scrambled, sunny side, don't matter. Just fry up your eggs how you like them. When the toast pops, you put peanut butter and jelly on them suckers. And then you take your eggs with some salt and pepper and you put them on the peanut butter and jelly toast and you make a sandwich. And it is delicious. Delicious. And you can thank me later. I know it sounds terrible and it might taste terrible to you, but it's my favorite breakfast sandwich when I'm in a rush.
When you're in a rush, you just don't eat.
Well, okay, that's fair. When I'm in a rush, I just don't eat. But when I'm in a rush and I have time to cook something, it's actually really good. Hey, me and Wee Fei in the same boat. My recent head cold has straight up murdered my sleep rhythm. Because good heavens, I can't sleep. I feel like this is probably the latest you've gotten up in a bit. No, it's not.
I'm so tired.
You're so tired. You can go to bed if you want.
I will soon.
Yeah, her bed. She's normally in bed like 9-ish.
Sometimes 8, which sucks.
Sometimes 8.
Which sucks.
Sometimes you get home from working at 7 because you had a long day. She
Oh.
is a teacher, and teaching can be an exhausting job, and we support teachers here. Hmm? What?
You were so goofy.
I'm good. At least you smiled.
Oh.
The one thing that sounds super gross. That's one of the things that sounds super gross, but when the syrup and pancakes get on my legs, it's not bad at all. My guy was up at 1 in the morning last night cooking some hand cut chops. So let me advocate for the egg sandwich abomination that I mentioned here. One, bread is crunchy. It's the thing to hold it all together, to get it to your mouth. Doesn't add a lot. It goes great with both things. I don't think bread needs an explanation. But eggs, savory, fatty, a little creamy, really good with salt. You're not pairing savory with sweet and salty fat from the butter, peanut butter. It all works together. It works together really good. It's like just oddly good. And I can't explain it's particularly the sweet, the fat, the salt, the savory. Just those just hits all those notes. The bread gets it to your mouth good. And it's real simple. It tastes fulfilling. And I personally I don't like a runny yolk, so I usually do it with scrambled eggs. A lot of people like it with the runnier yolk. So it's a thing. Anyway, my guy I was up at 1 of the mornings last night cooking some hand cut chops. Eggs actually make a great addition to sweet foods, which always throws me for a loop because I don't associate eggs with sweet. Well, you marinate in. We're talking about things here. Sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle is my guilty pleasure. Yeah, it's sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle. That's an example of savory, salty, and sweet. You can do savory, salty, and sweet. They actually go really, really good together. Runny yolk is good. I don't mind a runny yolk. I have a problem with if my brain thinks I've eaten raw eggs. Does that make sense? Like, it's not that the yolk is runny that I have a problem with the texture of it. It's if my brain thinks I'm eating something raw or undercooked, I get an upset stomach regardless of what it is. So with runny yolks, I have to have them in things. So like I can do runny yolks over my ramen, or I can sometimes do a runny yolk on that sandwich I just mentioned, because it has to just be like it has to the brain has to go, this is cooked, and sneak it past it. Because otherwise I actually like the texture of it. Because it's silky and it's not a texture I enjoy. Anyway, I'm gonna read text again, but I'm glad that we all got to talk about breakfast here because now I'm starving. Sources is a decent option on a budget, or just grab some teriyaki sauce that you enjoy, pair it with some broccoli if you have it. We're talking about marinades here? Marinades. Oh, too runny is gross. Yeah, absolutely, Moth. Oh, what we're talking about, is this pork chop marinade? I don't eat pork. Okay, unless it's salami. If there's pork and salami, that's like my exception. Or certain sausages. But I don't eat pork necessarily. I will, however, say a really good combination marinade on pork is, you mentioned mustard, honey and mustard, like a honey mustard. It's actually a really good pork marinade because you get a little bit of that sweet, you get a little bit of the spice, and it goes well together. I have the hardest time eating runny yolks. Yeah, I my mom was like the master of runny yolk. She liked over easy eggs with a sunny yolk, and she would dip her bread in it.
Yeah,
Like she get
that's why I like running is because
yeah,
of her.
because of her.
Oh,
And
I
I
miss
could
her.
never do like the just bread dipped in runny yolk. My brain just like it fizzled my brain. My brain's like, this is raw. You shouldn't eat it. Um, but yeah, and then I basically worked myself up to eating runnier yolks by going from scrambled eggs to like an over hard egg, where the yolk's fully cooked, but you didn't scramble it. And then like worked my way down to most of the time I'd do like an over medium. And again, in certain times I'll even do an over easy in like ramen or cospoibi, which is something that only Faevorion probably knows what that is in this
Oh
chat.
my gosh. We didn't put that on the meal plan this week, did we?
Do we have the stuff to
No.
do it?
No, not with the egg costing so much.
It's true.
Oh, we should make it next
It's
week.
true. We're all talking about like a delicacy here with current egg prices.
I know, I feel like everything with eggs is a delicacy.
You gotta be careful now. Honey burns real fast though, so you gotta get time cooking for. Yeah, honey is a glaze best left, less of a marinade and more of a glaze to put towards the end of cooking, so you get a little bit of caramelization on it, um, but not too much. It doesn't work with pork chops, but phenomenal marinade for chicken is yogurt. Adding yogurt into your marinade when you're doing chicken, wonderful. Might work with pork chops actually. Never done it with pork chops. Works wonderful for chicken though. Um, Tall, rich maple trees fill Guild's Grove and creating a beautiful shaded area. Between the many trees, several buildings can be seen around the grove. Quite a few people are meandering through the trees, on their way to more important business, like exploring the various guild buildings. The town square is between the trees to the northwest. It is a chilly secundus autumn's night. Okay. Just all the guild names. I'm gonna do look because this chat's really interesting and I like talking about breakfast. Um, do that one's Japanese omelet dish where they put it on rice and slice it down. Oh yeah, I've seen that so many times. Have you seen that before?
Hmm.
The Japanese, I think it's called like omri. They like take an egg and it's like football shaped, and they put it on rice and they slice down the middle and the two cooked parts of the eggs fall, and all the runny insides, like custard like insides, just pour out.
Hmm.
I probably couldn't do it either. Is the dog and the cat Havelock? Leave the cat alone.
Aw.
You want a cameo? Do you have a puppy cameo?
Nope, he's by my foot.
He's hiding. Oh, but now they're gonna want to see the puppy. Havelock, come here. Here you are. Oh, up we go. Say hello. He's like, I don't want to be on camera. No, if you look at the glowing ring over there, they can see your face. He's like, everyone should be in bed now, and they're not.
Mm-hmm.
Are you cranky? I'm getting kisses. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. Puppy, uppy, uppy. I'm gonna set you down again. Are you gonna be okay if I set you down? No lick in my face.
I really like Discworld Mud, but I feel like it takes so much more brain power.
It does. It takes a lot of brain power. That's why
Yeah.
I had to stop because the chat was distracting, and now I'm hungry.
But why did it?
Oh, hi. I know I'm trying to set you down, and you've just decided that you live here now. He just decided he lives here now, so I'm sure I gotta move to keep him on camera. He's tucked himself in. Oop. I'm gonna set you down. You're gonna need to be slightly graceful so you don't hurt yourself. Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. Okay. Okay. I know we need to go under the desk. Whoop. There you go. Don't look at me like that. I'm getting death glared.
Hmm?
He's death glaring at me. Well, he was.
Mm.
No, he's going off to find the cat. And chase after her because he knows he's not supposed to. You're joining the witches.
Yeah. I can do this. Problem
One
with
of the
doing it on
fools
the
said something about
phone
wanting to
is it's
become a mime, but generally
sensitive.
discouraged by more experienced fools. You hear the words dungeon and upside down being muttered. Assassins, thieves, warriors, priests, wizards, and witches. I think I'm gonna just be a wizard. Unseen University.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so low key, in most MMOs, I tend to play a priest or a healer. I don't know if that's how much of a thing that is in Mud, and I feel like wizard's gonna be more interesting. I like playing assassins and thieves, but I'm morally good as a person, and it makes it hard sometimes. Like I tried to play Skyrim the other day, and then I felt bad because I was playing a vampire.
I absolutely love how Terry Pratchett does the witches. It's my favorite
Oh, fun!
iteration of witches
Absolutely, I'd
ever.
absolutely join witches, but I don't believe I can.
Yeah, I don't think I can do wizards.
Yeah. Which I'm gonna give as a disclaimer right here. People say, "Oh, men can't be wizards, witches, etc." Terry Pratchett is super progressive,
Book
and he
number 3,
book number 3. Which one is it?
equal rights.
Yeah, equal rights, which is a witch pun like on witches' rights
She
as
does
well
have a
as
cameo in the
she
Tiffany
does.
books later. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like you see it in the games and stuff like that mentioned, where it's like only one or the other can be, but like read the books. They're really good. He makes a lot of it is done in commentary. Um, and it's really good. Like if you want a solid analogy, I think for like trans issues and stuff too, you have the entire Cherry Little Bottom
You need to
story
read that.
in. I've read part of it because it fascinates me.
You need to read the whole book because it's done really well, and then it continues into the
Which
following
one
book.
is it?
It starts with Men at Arms.
Men at Arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a series that follow the guards, and Cherry Little Bottom is a female dwarf, and there's a story about like her coming out as a woman, which is like frowned upon in dwarven society, and it's not directly related to trans issues, but it's like one of the best little nods, without
And
directly
best
saying
analogy.
it. It's a phenomenal
It's the best
analogy
analogy that's out there.
without it being direct.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out for Terry Pratchett, and he does a good job in a lot of regards. Nope, he's not perfect. No author is, but for what he did,
You need to read it.
hands above the rest. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Well, let's go join the wizards. Wizards. Scuffled chalk marks cover the floor of this classroom for wizardry. A blackboard propped up against the south wall is covered with strange runes and occult drawings. All of the desk chairs have been pushed against the wall, leaving the center of the room open. The child remains of what looks like a pair of boots smoldering in the open area. Looks like the wizard's spells could be dangerous. There's one obvious exit north. Alfred Riffley is standing there. You close the door. Ah, it's a definite. Excellent. I'm in a spot of a bother at the moment. I seem to have misplaced a very important scroll, so we don't have time to leave here to find it. Do you think you could help me? Teacher say yes. I'm going to wear boots. Look. Boots. There seemed to be the only thing left of the wizard that was wearing them. They are smoking slightly. Take boots. I cannot get the boots. Dang it. There's a concept in Discworld referred to as dead man's pointy shoes.
Yeah, that exists in the first
So the first two.
no, I can't remember how many, but eventually Rid Colley becomes Arch Chancellor and kind of puts an end to it 'cause he's kind of like this redneck.
Ridcully is fantastic.
He's so great.
The wizards do eventually do away with it. Basically, the concept of it is if you get the shoes of a wizard, you take the role of
You
the
have
wizard.
to kill him.
It's not. You don't have to kill him.
You do.
Well, they have to be dead.
Dead man's pointy shoes.
They have to be.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to be the one to kill them.
him. Yeah, but they have to be dead.
Semantics. Yeah. You off the wizard, or the wizard dies. You take the wizard's shoes. You suddenly become that wizard. So, like for example,
The hierarchy.
The archmage of the wizards is if he's killed and someone takes some shoes, they're the new archmage.
Mm-hmm. It's very clearly demonstrated in the Color of Magic movie.
Yeah. Color of Magic, that's a movie. It's phenomenal as well. It's a book, obviously based off a book, but the Color of Magic movie, that's one of the background plots to end in the book to an extent. I feel like it's more
It's
played in
more clear in the book.
Is it more clear? I feel like the movie plays it more.
Yeah, it's in both.
It's in both, but yeah. It's a plot element of them. I feel like the movie plays it a little bit more, but yeah. Either way, they're good books. Movies worth watching. It's got Sean Connery, Christopher Lee, and Tim Curry in it.
And Sean Ashton.
That's what I meant. Sean Astin, not Sean Connery. I don't care if it's Sean Connery. Sean Astin. Tim Curry and Christopher Lee in it. That's all you need to know.
And I was disappointed that they didn't have a better death voice in Maurice.
Christopher Lee's dead.
It worked, but they needed something that mimicked that.
No one can mimic Christopher Lee.
I know, but they needed something deeper. It wasn't a very deep death voice.
Morgan Freeman death. No, it doesn't work. It's not just deep. It's like Christopher Lee has a certain timbre.
Yeah, it has to be deep
voice.
And kind of like just forceful a little bit, because that's how.
It's from the heavy metal singing. Did you know he was a heavy metal singer?
That doesn't surprise me.
No, yeah, he wrote like an album called Charlemagne because he was really proud of his ancestry to Charlemagne. Which, not to take this away from Christopher Lee, but every single person from Europe is related to Charlemagne because of how genetics work.
Genetics get weird when you go back.
Yeah.
You're basically related to everyone.
You go back, like, if you're reading about a figure, if you're from an area, like your family is from an area, and you hit about the 400 to 500 years ago mark, you are related to everyone you're no, it's probably longer than that.
I don't know. We're 10th cousins.
Yeah.
From one line.
Which is actually fairly distant in comparative to most
comparatively,
yeah. The 10th cousins is actually really distant genetically, but
yeah, it is.
Yeah. Basically, the thing is, every time you go back a generation, your ancestors double, and people exponentially get smaller
because there's less populace.
Yeah.
It gets weird. It's weird to think about.
Yeah. So it doesn't take long before you have significant more ancestors, theoretically, from a place and existed in that population. And the answer is, it's because a lot of them ancestors are the same person. Friends, how you doing, Birdie? We're just talking about how genetically we're all eventually related, so it's all like all Christmas trees eventually become a wreath. What? I'm tired. All family trees eventually become a wreath at some point in the ancestral history. How are you doing? I need to help this person. I can put my DNA with someone right now. There you go. Alfred Rifley says, Capital, I must have lost it somewhere in Pumpkin Town. I was going for my daily constitutional. Unfortunately, it is invisible to the naked eye. I will cast a spell on you so you can see it. Hold still. Howard stands still and thinks. He flaps his arm and moves about while speaking. Shuffles his feet. He exclaims, Let there be sight. Waves his hands over your face and you feel a strange tingling in your eye. All set. Pay close attention as you explore Pumpkin Town, and you'll be sure to find it. You will need to capture the scroll rather than getting it through normal means. Good luck. The strength of the scroll is hidden in one room in Pumpkin Town. You'll have to...
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a scroll to join the wizards. You will see it when you look in the correct room. So happen automatically as you move around. When you have found it, enter capture scroll, return her, and give scroll to Alfred. There we go. I'm okay, just tired, haven't been sleeping much. I'm sorry to hear that. Feel that, though, to an extent. Also, she says hi.
I'm like really tired.
Yeah. Birdie, no, it's not Birdie. Faevorion is crashing. Mm-hmm. You crashed in the wizard. Why are you doing here?
I can go where I want.
Wave. You gonna wave back to me?
Nah.
Yay. Are you familiar with muds? Hmm.
Hmm?
I flirted.
Oh, okay. What? I'm like behind on the text.
Unfortunately, you flirt with Faevorion might actually aptly sum up my extent of my flirtation skills in real life.
Yeah, pretty much.
I try. I can only flirt with men that I'm not interested in. We've been over this. It's actually not true. I can flirt with Wee Faye, and that's about it. How's it going? I left you. You
Yep.
didn't respond.
I did respond.
You did? Oh, you hugged me.
And you did to me.
Ah, go back.
Nope.
Wizard. What? No. I need to go south. Aha. Ha. Hug you back. Wink slightly and get an eyelash behind. Oh, that's great, Bertie. There we go. I can also just do this and give you an actual real hug.
What?
What? You winked at me. And right after you winked, a sudden gust of wind knocks a jug of custard from a breakfast balanced on. When the boost everything catches it, juggles it with a fish and a small kitten for a moment, then climbs the tree and carefully resets the jug on the branch. There you go.
What guild is that?
Levy I'm gonna. Oh, there you go. It's Weaving. Levy I'm gonna have your babies when Faye's out of the picture.
Rude. They didn't give enough babies.
Shocked face from Birdie. The plot thickens. I want to be a wizard, so I need to go northwest, maybe.
Yeah, I'm kind of following you.
Is it one word?
No, it has to be lowercase.
It did. It worked.
Mm.
It can be one word.
Yeah, it has to be one word, but it has to be lowercase.
That's great. All sorts of people are standing around. It takes it's a remarkable thing. And if it's not here, I'm gonna go north. We're on the quest for a scroll. Are you gonna join the wizards too?
No, but I'm doing this quest.
Hmm.
I don't know what I'm doing. I could join either.
The corner of the square is awash with colored ribbons floating freely on the small breeze. They sweep and swoop, twist and turn, touching and tearing away. I love the away was glad to read. The ribbons are so wondrous, each one seems to be begging to be looked at. No here. I don't know where the scroll is. Come into some real estate. There's plenty of room for more large, girthy, strapping offspring. Thanks. Oh, just a short hop from the busy village square. Am I losing you?
Where'd you go?
I went north, and then north. And then I'm gonna go north again. This is a beautiful treacherous street. To the west, Pumpkin Creek roars along the sides of things. Several oak trees. The trunk of the larger tree and a warning message has been carved into it.
No waiting.
Is that what it says?
Yeah, that's fine.
It says no. It doesn't tell me. It's not like a no waiting.
Uh-huh. I don't know what it would be waiting.
Go along the shore. Swim? You have a good imitation of swimming. Wade in water? Doesn't work. A cry from help from somewhere downstream. I gotta head downstream. Wade in the water. Oh, I tried that, didn't I? Jump in creek. Wade in creek. Oh. You told me I can't do it. Now I really want to do it, game. Visit the post office. See if there's something there. Small post office is nearly deserted and quite sedated. A long table sits at the counter, and a number of odd creatures wearing postal hats stand, crouch, or hover around attentively.
Look, I can't go north.
Using the mail command. Postal Frog hops in. Postal Frog exclaims, "This is the local post office. We only accept mail from and 2 inhabitants of Pumpkin Town. And you, I am sorry, look like a foreigner to me." Postal Frog says, "Anyway, you don't have mail here, but I think I remember the mayor depositing a parcel for you. I'm not going to argue with him. You can collect that." To collect your parcel, type collect. Did you just come in and bail? Parcel clerk looks up. Yes, I have a parcel for you. Parcel with a piece of paper writing on paper on the table. The parcel clerk dives behind the table to get the stack of mail. To get the item, he says, "Get paper from table. Get paper from table." Once you have it, you can type using read paper. An albatross nibbles through. Oh, yeah, preview. You read the piece of writing paper. "Hello. Welcome to the Discworld in a Pumpkin Town. I hope I didn't give you too much trouble depositing this as mail. Normally, you would be notified when you get a mail and a parcel as well, but I didn't want to put more work on the mailer's shoulders. They are already so busy as it is. You see here on the desk you can mail other players for free. You can also deposit items, parcels for others, although that does cost money. While mail can be read from any post office, parcels can only be collected in the parcel counter when they were deposited."
There's an albatross.
There's an albatross. Anyway, I hope I find you well and that you enjoy your stay, both in Lily Town and the rest of the Discworld. With kind regards, the mayor of Pumpkin Town. Mail. Sounds like I have to go to a post office, then you can mail. Okay. What is this? Well, I'm pretty sure I've done everything I can here. Thus we go back west. And then it looks like I have to go north east, and I'm in the jail. This jail's never been the sort of place that makes people feel welcome. As soon as anyone arrives, they seem intent on leaving. The glum and mostly unrepentant faces of prisoners peer out between the bars. If you're lucky, a friend will come and bail them out, but odds are they'll be some serious time to pay for their misdeeds. There are 5 obvious exits. Cell 1, Cell 2, Cell 3, Cell 4, and Southwest. Indifferently, Hardy is sitting behind her desk. You close the Southwest door. Indifferent Hardy says, "Ugh, to Daffod, welcome to the jail. I don't got time to clean because of all the people to look out for. For others, they should be court nice to visitors. Would you like to be locked up? If you have to be locked up in a cell, say yes. To decline, say no. Otherwise, I can still tell you about the city laws if you're curious. Just ask about them." Yeah, we'll learn about the laws. We have councils and magistrates and everything here. I'm gonna copy and paste because it's easier. Okay. Most cities have their own rules. Yeah, can't never say that. Jelly Baby. Oh, it is, yes. In Jelly Baby, you really shouldn't kill the holy cats or priests. In Best Pelagic, Don't let them see you with weapons unless you have a permit, and act more don't bribe watchmen. They hate having to act responsible. In general, it's not wise to pick fights with watchmen, guards, and the like can see you. You can guess why, and if you kill those people, and others will usually hear about it. The punishments are different everywhere. If you can get away, you're generally fine. If you're being naughty and don't run from your authorities soon enough, you can end up spending some time in the dark cell like the ones here, or being thrown to the holy crocodiles, or hacked to pieces. You get my point. And different Harley smiles at you, different Harley blinks slowly. Ew, my throat is going through the run-through on this. This might be a little bit of a shorter stream tonight because you're getting tired and my throat's giving out. But I just felt like a good starting point, and I do want to do more Discworld mud as the time goes. But
and I want to like.
Did you find where the scroll was yet?
No.
Well, south, west. We're gonna go southwest again. We're gonna keep looking for that scroll. The land is lit up by an eerie light of the waning. Okay, this part of the street, Pumpkin Creek, suddenly veers away from town, leaving behind a broad, pebbly shore near the road. Lying in the shade of some ancient oaks, this might seem the perfect spot for some fishing and lazing about, if it wasn't for all the rubbish and debris that accumulated here from upstream. The ghost of Gary Glue is standing here. The corpse of Gary Glue is floating by the shore of the river. Pumpkin lantern is glowing brightly as it dangles from a lamppost. Look. Corpse. This is the dead body of Gary Glue, carrying a large metal shield. Loot. Corpse. What? Search. Corpse. You start to search around. Poor Mr. Glue. Mr. Glue did not stand the chance. Take shield. Does that not work? Look at Gary. Is it Gary? 2 R's, Gary. Gary Glue wanted to get the most out of life until he lost it. His life, that is. He fell into Pumpkin Creek many years ago and didn't call upon help, either from his fairy godmother or from his friends. When he parted from his body, which had grown quite attached to, he watched it float gently downstream and eventually drift ashore in the shallower part of the river. He appears to be dead, but not very upset about it. He is standing, wearing a wispy pair of soft leather shoes, a wispy pair of fawn cotton trousers, a wispy white leather tunic, and a wispy medium satchel. The puns. The beautiful puns. The beautiful puns. We love them here. Wave. Gary. Say hi. If you got anything relevant to say, keep quiet. Say rude. Contemplate. Consider. Is it consider was the one? You heading to bed?
Yeah, I
The ghost of Gary Glue is a lot tougher than you. Because that's in red, I'm going to assume that's telling me not to F around and find out. So we're going to. It's not going to let me. Well,
okay.
Yeah.
Before you go to bed, we get the dishes out this week.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. I'm probably actually going to, if you're heading off to bed, I'm probably going to wrap up too. Oh, southwest. I'm hoping to at least find the scroll.
I know, me too. But I'm like, I'll have to go on. I wonder if we could try getting on different Wi-Fi's.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if that'll work because they need different IP.
Like, yeah, we have that.
All right. I'm headed to bed. See ya.
You can wave bye to everyone.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna wrap up here too. just because I'm tired. I'm gonna be honest. It's been a while since I've streamed, and my body's still recovering a little bit from everything that I've had. So yeah, we will be doing more Discworld mud in the future. I'll probably be playing this a little bit off camera too. It'll just kind of be one of those things that I pull out from time to time just to have some fun with. I thought, hey, we start the character here, kind of see what's going on, that kind of thing. Um, anyway, I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow night as well. A little bit of a longer stream, some proper rest and everything beneath my belt. And it's either going to be Cult of the Lamb, or continuation of Dark Souls, or an Elder Scrolls game. Not sold on which yet, but whatever calls to me the most out of those three. You glad to catch you for a bit? Yeah, I mean you caught us for a good chunk. Sorry I'm not streaming later. Again, I think we've mentioned it's been a long little bit. Cause I know I was gonna like get into big streaming and that was gonna be what I was doing for the last couple of months, but we've had pipes break and COVID come back and either was long over everything. We've been having a bit of an adventure, but we cruised through and I think we're through the other end of it now. Fingers crossed, knock on all of the wood. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. How's the sound quality? Is this a notable improvement from my other mic, or is this love you too, Weefei? Apparently, apparently, I have an NF not safe for work filter on my screen tab. I don't know if we can get this to see it. Mic sounds good. I don't know how to compare it to the old though. Moth thinks it's an improvement. Okay. This is a genuine, like, I have been using a headset mic. This is genuinely a streaming mic. It is like an actual. I can show you guys. It's just the Samsung Go. Sorry, that probably made a lot of noise. It's I've had it the whole time. I just haven't used it. Um, so yeah, it also does work because I can wear my headset with it. I was very careful. I have it very balanced. For context, my and this is the biggest difference and kind of why even a neutral thing is good. With my headset, I have to crank up audio decibels and everything. I think that's the right word. Basically, the mic doesn't pick up a lot, so I have to really amplify it for it to pick up and make it sound clear. This one I have to actively suppress. I have to do the opposite because it's so sensitive. If I turn this thing on normal, you will hear the sound. I found this out today because I had my headphones on, and when I have my headphones up to it, it gives me feedback. I can like almost spy on my neighbors accidentally with this thing because it will pick up the sounds of neighborhood apartments like that I don't even hear with my normal ears and amplify them. So it's a really good mic in terms of that. Um, is it the mic gains? Probably. Probably that's the word that I'm looking for. My brain's a bit fried right now. Basically, I just have to. Yeah, it's not potentially awkward at all. It was like funny because like my neighbors across, they have a kid, and I could hear their kid crying, and it was very faint, but like I could hear their kid crying, and it sounded like my kid was crying. And so I like, kept taking my headset off to go check on my kids, and it took me forever to figure out, oh no, it's just their kid who's having a hard time sleeping. Like little kid, like kid that when you're crying, it's just because they're a kid and not like to be concerned. My neighbors are good people. Want to clarify that. But yeah, just like this mic's really good. We're gonna get the suppressors on this one, so hopefully it works a little bit nicer. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna wrap up here. Obviously, I've already closed the game. We're not gonna do a raid or anything tonight because I'm just getting back into it. Unless there's someone that y'all want me to actively raid, and then I will. Let's wrap up here. We're gonna be doing a longer stream tomorrow, probably closer to the 3 hour mark, 4 hour mark, like I normally do. And all things go well, will be there's words for this. I'll be streaming a lot more regularly. Knock on wood again, but yeah, one day at a time. That's what we gotta do, one day at a time. Anyway, love all of you. We're gonna wrap up here. I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope you get the rest that you need, and I hope it treats you well. Good night, everyone. Last call for raids, real quick. Oh, boop, 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 boop. Oh, Ram's live. Ram live? Ram's live will raid Ram. Um. Yeah, we'll raid Ram. He's live. Pass on some of the love there. Anyway, love all of you. Good night. Hope you have a wonderful night. I got there's a countdown. Yeah, good night, everyone. See you tomorrow. If you feel free to swing by and join me, it's always appreciated. If you're still lurking around, go give Ram some love. He needs it. Ram's a good person. Known him for a while, even if he did abandon me on my financial literacy project and I had to do the presentation by myself. And I'll never forgive him for this, no matter what I say. Uh, anyway, so give Ram some love. Love all of you. Good night.
Picked up the Imperial Hitch.
You did?